Morning. Right, it's Sunday morning. What we're going to do today is I'm going to make a lemon and lime cake, and I haven't decided what icing I'm going to be using on it yet, but we'll come to that when we get to it. Okay, so what I've got here is 175 grams of self-raising flour. Into that we're going to put 1 teaspoon of baking powder. When I open it, there we go. Teaspoon of baking powder, there. 175 grams of butter, 175 grams of caster sugar, and 3 eggs. So, with the eggs, what we'll do is obviously make sure they're all okay. That's 1. 2, 3, and I've got here the zest. I've already grated the zest of 2 lemons and 2 limes. So I'm going to drop all that in as well. Zest of 2 lemons and 2 limes, and we're going to mix it. So we've got a mixer. Start off slowly. Don't want the flour going everywhere. As you can see, it's starting to mix. Speed it up. Now, a little tip. If we take one of the lemons, cut it in half, and we'll just squeeze a little bit of lemon juice in, make sure there's no pips going, and do the same with one of the limes. It just adds a teensy bit more flavour. Okay, so get the lime, just squeeze it in, bit of lime juice, and keep mixing. Right, once we've got it to a fairly nice consistency, looks about right for me, we'll just take them out. There we go, put that out of the way. Here I've got a sort of 7-inch baking tin. I've already put grease paper in the bottom, and I've already greased it. We're going to put all the mixture in there. I've got the oven already preheated on gas mark 5, so let's use a wooden spoon. We'll put all that mixture in there. Ooh, it smells gorgeous already. It does. Get it all in. So now I've got as much mixture as I can in there. I'm going to put that on a baking tray and put it in the oven, gas mark 5. So we're going to put it in the oven for around about 30-35 minutes and then do a prick test. I've had it in for 30 minutes, so I'm just going to check it, and by the look it's still soft on top, so it needs to go in for a little bit longer. Give it another 5 minutes. Right, so let's have another look. Okay, let's just take a second. Right, so we've got the cake out. I've got a prick tester, and it still comes out. It needs just a couple more minutes. It's got a little bit of food still on it, so we'll put it back in. There, so we'll check again. That's clean. That's clean. And that's clean. Yeah, it's done. We'll let it cool. Right, what I've just done, I've just put it onto a wire rack, put it upside down onto a wire rack, taken the case off, and let it cool down. Then we can look at icing it. So give it a couple of hours and let it chill. So what I'm going to do, I've got some butter and I'm going to slowly mix it up. It's a bit hard, but we'll get it. Start mixing it. There we go. I'll mix it for a few minutes. Make it nice and soft. Now I've got it a little bit softer, I'm going to start adding some icing sugar. With the icing sugar, obviously, what I want to do first of all is sieve it. So I'll just mix it in, sieve it in. Make sure there's no lumps going in. Get all this down. All right. You can break the lumps up, doesn't matter. As long as they're not lumpy as it goes in, just break them up. Just, there we go. Sieve it in. So it's a nice dust. Get in there, break it all up. And by the way, yes, my hands are clean. I do wash them quite frequently while I'm making this. That's one. Let's just mix that in. And we'll be mixing some more in. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is take the lemon that I still had left from earlier. All right, squeeze some lemon juice in. Let's get rid of that. The lime, we'll put some lime juice in. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to do is cut this other lemon, because I don't like wasting them. And we'll use the juice from that. Make sure there's no pips going. And the juice from that one. And we'll take the lime as well. Very lemon and limey. And again. And then I can just keep adding icing sugar till I get it to what I want it to be. I'll take those out there. And we'll give that a mix up. It's coming on, it's getting there. So what I'm going to do now is a little bit of yellow food colouring. Put that on the blades. Because it's lemon, I'm going to make it a yellowy icing. So, yeah. Right, so now I've got the cake, I'm going to attempt to sort of cut it in half. So hopefully get it fairly even. Oh, there we go. And 2 arms of a cake. We can ice it. Right, so now I've got the cake, I'm going to attempt to sort of cut it in half. So hopefully get it fairly even. Oh, there we go. And 2 arms of a cake. We can ice it. Right, I've just put icing on the middle of the cake, so let's throw the top on. And we'll just whack some icing on the top. Oh, it's going to be nice when it's done. And then we'll spread it out. So there, we've got it covered. Like that. And just in case you fancy it, you can put decorations on if you want. Just because I fancy it, I've got some sparkles. And then if we get a fresh plate out, and then we can lift the cake. Just as it happens, I've got a cake onto a fresh plate, and there we go. Lemon and lime cake. I'll put that in the fridge to set. Here we are, one cake. It's just all cut there. I only want a small piece. Oh, cut there. And we shall put it on there. Now, as you can see, nice cake. So there you go. Anyway, lemon and lime cake. Look at that. I'll bring it closer and tell you what it tastes like. Oh, very nice. Have a go at baking one. Really, really nice. Really nice. All right. Take care.